Yo, yo, yo. I don't even know what the sound quality like. I'm live on the phone right now. I don't even know if anybody can hear me. If y'all can hear me, say what up, what up. I hope I'm even properly live right now. If y'all can hear me, say what's up. Oh man, how come my phone, hold on a second. Orientation lock, I can't even, hold on y'all. What's up, Ryan? Welcome. Goose Gaming, what's up? Dang, we struggling right now. What up? Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? I'm doing this on the phone. I feel like my brother Raider Honcho. Shout out to Raider Honcho if he watching. But I tell you one thing we do got. I got the chat on my phone now. Perfect. I tell you one thing we do have. Okay, without all the fancy tech, we got the clipboard out. We got the clipboard out. Live struggling like the Sixers. I am struggling a little bit, man. We going through some renovations. Going through some renovations in the lab. But listen, I got the Sixers figured out, yo. I know exactly what is wrong with the Philadelphia 76ers. I got it. And you guys are welcome to this information. You ready? No goose gaming, not everything. The problem with the Philadelphia 76ers, as my dog is sitting by the door, I hope she doesn't poop or pee in the house. Got a new puppy. She's only like 3 months old. Yo, Nola, you want to say what's up to the people real quick? Leave them in suspense before I tell them what's wrong with the Sixers? No? Okay, you must really have to go out. Here's the problem with the 76ers. The problem with the Philadelphia 76ers, it's very obvious too. Like when I say it, you guys are gonna be like, it's gonna be like, well, yeah, that's definitely what's going on with them. They don't care. They don't care about these games. It's very, very obvious they don't care about these games. What have we all been saying as fans? What have we all been saying as Sixers fans? This team is built for a championship. This team has to get out of the second round of the playoffs. When I'm watching them, it looks like a team who's already ready to just be in the playoffs. Like, these games do not matter to them. Now, on one hand, you would hope that these games would be very important because they have a bunch of new pieces. You got to figure out, like, where does this guy want the ball? How does this guy thrive? Like, getting that feel, getting that chemistry. You would hope that would be the mindset, and to an extent, maybe it is. But when I'm watching them play, it just seems like a team that's like, yo, this is October. We know we're going to make the playoffs. We're a veteran team. We know what it takes. None of these games really matter. If we win 65 games, it doesn't matter if we don't make it to the finals. If we win 45 games, it doesn't matter if we make it to the finals. Like, it works both ways. And I feel like that is 100% the issue with the Philadelphia 76ers right now. They do not care. They do not care. There's no effort. There's no heart. There's no desire. There's no want to. It is just a bunch of guys who just look like they're going through the motions. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Run up the likes. I see there's 9 people in here. Let's get those likes up. Leave a comment. Yo, ask any questions. Any questions you ask, if I see it in the chat, I'm going to answer. That's kind of how I want these halftime lives to be. Like, this is an interactive experience. I'm going to give you my opinions as a basketball coach, and then I want you guys to give your opinions or ask your questions, and we go from there. Those of you who are just tuning in, I'm telling you, the problem with this team, it has nothing to do with X's and O's. Like, there's a famous saying coaches have. Oh, Sixers Daily, what's up, bro? How you living, man? Hope all is well. There's a famous saying amongst coaches. It's something I say all the time. It's not always X's and O's. Like, sometimes it's not X's and O's. It's Jimmy's and Joe's. And our Jimmy's and Joe's, which ironically we have a Jim, James Harden, and a Joel Embiid. Our Jimmy's and Joe's just don't care about these games right now. It's obvious. And I can't really blame them. You know, they're vets who just want to go win a championship, but like, you can't skip steps. You can't microwave this thing. And I fear that they're going to go through the motion all regular season, and then come playoff time, expect to turn it on, and not everybody can just turn it on like that. So I definitely feel like when I'm watching this team, I'm seeing a team that doesn't really care about these games because it's October and it's not so much, and there's no urgency. But let's talk about basketball. That's enough about what I feel like. You know, I'm not a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? I got the clipboard out. So I'm going to talk some X's and O's for you guys. This is the least I can do is get out the clipboard, considering, you know, my computer decided to do a software update right when I needed to go live, and now I'm doing this off of my phone. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, man. Run up those likes. The Sixers did make a great adjustment in their pick and roll offense. They made a great adjustment. It's subtle, but I'm going to tell you what it is. So my biggest complaint in their pick and roll has been the lack of activity away from the ball. And what they're doing is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to draw it up. Let's say this is PJ. We'll say that this is Tyrese. Let's say this is Maxey. I'm going to use letters so you see what we got up here. So sorry if it's backwards for you guys, but we got James Harden at the top. I like to circle the guy with the ball. Joel Embiid is in the post. You got PJ Tucker in the corner, Tobias Harris out on the wing, and Tyrese Maxey in the ball side corner. You're having Harden dribble over to his right, and then you're getting this Joel Embiid ball screen, or sometimes he'll come to the other side. They like to actually run it where he's rolling to the middle. So let's say you get this ball screen with James Harden dribbling to his left, right? On this roll, Joel Embiid likes to short roll to the high post. And what's happening defensively is Tobias Harris's defender is just sitting all the way by the elbow so that he can help on that roll. And then you have PJ Tucker's player playing low because he has to guard two guys. He's in between Tobias and PJ. He knows he has to guard both of those guys. What the Sixers did not do in previous games is they would have Joel Embiid roll on the short roll. Tucker is standing and watching. PJ is standing and watching. And then even if he gets this ball on the short roll, you have a defender here. You have his man getting back. He's getting doubled at the high post, and it was a mess. What they're doing now is they're sending PJ Tucker in to the dunker spot area. That draws this defender down because he has to be concerned about giving a layup. And then PJ Tucker is setting this screen for Tobias to relocate to the corner. And it's making a world of a difference. It's spacing out the floor a little bit better so that guys can get open looks. So I'm going to draw that up one more time. Once again, you're having Joel Embiid and Harden in ball screen. PJ Tucker will put there, and Tobias will put here. So again, you're having James Harden with the ball. He's getting this screen here. And on that short roll to the middle, rather than PJ Tucker just standing there, he's actually creeping into the dunker spot, and Tobias is relocating to the corner. That way, if Joel Embiid does get the ball in this high post area, when Tobias Harris's defender slides over and help, this second help defender who has to guard two, he's being screened by PJ, and you have wide open shots to the corner. Now, Joel Embiid has not done a great job of finding that guy, but I like that the Sixers are actually starting to get some movement away from the action in pick and roll and getting some looks. Another thing that we've seen is when Matisse Thybulle was in the game, they actually ran a James Harden, Joel Embiid pick and roll that looks something like this. I'm not going to draw all the guys. Joe needs to commit to rim running. The lane is wide open. Dive and go finish a lob, man. I hear you. He's got to rim run better, but that's part of being out of shape, which is the fact of the matter is, listen, Joel Embiid is out of shape, and it's not going to change overnight. So I think we just got to be patient with the fact, like, I tried to warn people a couple weeks ago. If you guys saw the short that I posted, I made a video a couple weeks ago where I said Joel Embiid was out of shape. Everybody killed me in the comments. Everybody was like, we talking about practice, man. We talking about practice, like the Allen Iverson quote. And I saw it then, but there's nothing we can really do about it now. He's out of shape. So one thing that they're doing is they're sending Joel Embiid on this pick and roll, getting Harden driving left, which is a good thing. Again, sorry if it's flipped for you guys. Matisse Thybulle is actually cutting all the way through to the opposite dunker spot. That way, on this roll, there's no help. So that's another thing that they're doing to get some movement away from the pick and roll action. They're sending the ball side corner through. That way you get this whole entire side of the floor empty when Joel Embiid rolls, and he has an opportunity to get the ball in the post with no help. Something that Joel Embiid has to do something. Oh, what up, dog? Something that y'all want to see my dog. I know somebody in the comments said, "Where's the dog at?" Come here, Nola. You want to say what's up? She's shaking her head no. She's running away. It's all good. She'll be in the next one. You gonna bring her over? We were gonna name her Maxie, but we went with Nola instead. Yeah. She's a Sixers fan, even though they're 0-2. She says she committed. Mwah. So, the biggest difference that this offense needs to understand, and you would think NBA players super high IQ, coaching staff in the NBA super high IQ, right? Or at least you would think. When we get actions early in possessions, we're so much better. It's not like you get easier. It's not about makes and misses. Like as a coach, you never feel like your job is to make shots or miss it. Like that's on the players. My job is to get you looks. My job is to create opportunities, right? But when you're just standing around and then you're running pick and roll with only 12 seconds left, well, you can't have any other action other than the pick and roll. But there was, see, y'all hear that toy in the back? There was an action that they did early in the game that they actually did it twice. They did it with Tobias Harris as well, but it's something that actually looked really, really good. You had, I'm going to draw this up for you. You had Harden on the wing. Joel Embiid was here. You had PJ Tucker. And then we had two guys opposite. I don't remember what it is, right? You had James Harden who had the ball. Joel Embiid looked like he was going to be setting a ball screen for Harden to drive and get a little empty side, but it was actually a ghost screen. So he fakes the ball screen. PJ Tucker screen for Joel Embiid to clear him out. After that happens, and you have Joel Embiid, again, I don't know if the letters are probably backwards for you guys, but you had Joel Embiid at the top, and then you had PJ Tucker and James Harden run the pick and roll. Boom. PJ rolls corner. You get to swing to Embiid. On that swing, you had a pin down. I believe this was actually Tobias Harris, and in the corner you had Maxey. Tobias Harris is setting a pin down for Maxey to come off of it. Look at all the actions you had here. You had a ghost screen from Joel Embiid. You had a pick and pop from PJ. And then on the swing to Joel Embiid, you have a pin down for Maxey. That's 3 or 4 different actions early in the possession. Now, Joel Embiid decided to keep it. He went ISO at the high post. I believe he started to drive to his left. PJ Tucker, man, slid over. He threw it to PJ Tucker, who dropped the ball and ended up being a turnover. But it's not about that. It's about creating opportunities. You run a ghost screen, a pick and pop, and a pin down, and all of a sudden you get a wide open 3 for PJ Tucker in the corner. Again, he drops it, but he's not going to drop it every time. That's creating offense. As a coach, that's your job. Create opportunities for guys to have success. It's not about makes and misses. It's about giving guys opportunities. And very clearly, this staff has shown the ability to do that. But the entire, look at the first possession. First possession in the game, you had Tyrese Maxey and a double drag, which is what we are hearing at that practice. So you had Maxey with the ball, and you had PJ Tucker. You had PJ Tucker and Joel Embiid setting a ball screen. One of them dives, the other one pops back. Maxey gets in the lane. Like, you have these opportunities. You have these opportunities when you run multiple actions. The biggest issue, like I said, 2 things. Number one, the biggest issue is this team very clearly isn't playing with any, urgency. Like, they're just waiting for the playoffs. This is a team built to win a championship, and you could tell that's their mentality early on, and that's got to change. And then number 2, we have to get actions going early in the offense. Every single possession where we run multiple actions, we get a good look. Every possession where we just go pick and roll, our efficiency just drops. It plummets all the way to the basement. I'm pretty sure at this time, halftime is over. So I'm going to get back to the action. I want you guys to get back to the action as well. But before you leave, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are at Sixers Breakroom. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace.